Oh my goodness, it hasn't even been 24 hours and I'm already regretting eating that hamburger. Let's just say my stomach does, it's been so long since I've had a hamburger like that, that my stomach is just not doing well today. I'm just like, oh, in a moment of weakness, in a moment of absolute weakness, I totally set myself back in so many things. And it's interesting because this morning I was talking to my daughter about is Esau and Jacob, right? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, yes. And how Esau traded his birthright to Jacob for a bowl of porridge. And how, in the lessons I was trying to teach her with that, obviously he was short-sighted, he was hungry. And I start listing all these things. And obviously I did not trade, anything, except for being set back and now not feeling great for this. But it's just interesting how that as I was teaching her that, all of a sudden it came to my mind. Because as we were talking about the lessons, and so I started to think, okay, what can I learn from this? Or what can we all learn from this? And one of them is, there were many people I could have called, right? But I knew if I called if I called Amy, that one friend, I knew she would say, go ahead and do it. I mean, yes, sometimes she's talked me out of a few things. Yes, obviously. But for the most part, I knew she would say, do that. So I guess the moral of that is to watch, if you're trying anything, if you're trying to do something, be aware of those who support and lift you. My friend Amy, that sounds horrible. But be aware of those who support and help you as opposed to those who bring you down. And the other thing is it's okay to fail sometimes. Like, obviously, that was not the example from Esau and Jacob, but it's okay. Like, I shouldn't beat myself up because, and probably what my stomach aches from, because then after I had that delicious hamburger, I ate a ton of Easter candy. And again, because I'm like, well, I've already broken anything healthy I'm doing today. So it's probably the Easter candy. But my point is sometimes when we do something, either we break a goal or we do, whatever it may be, you may think, oh, well, I'm done. There's no sense in trying anymore. And that's one of the greatest things about Christ. It doesn't matter how far you've strayed. He's always there waiting. That doesn't, it's okay. And the hardest thing, I think, sometimes is to forgive yourself. To forgive yourself because I know I was stupid. I know I was wrong. And it's hard to admit that. And it's hard to forgive yourself. Because it's easier to beat up on yourself and to be mad, but to forgive yourself sometimes is harder than forgiving other people. Because we know our minds, we know that maybe I know I chose to do that. Nobody tricked me, I know. I drove there and I chose to do that. And so don't be so hard on yourself. A lot of times in anything, when you're trying to overcome, it's one step forward, two steps back. That you're not going to change overnight. And the great thing about Christ is he, yes, he said 70 times 7 that he will forgive, but it's more than that. It's infinite. He knows our hearts. And that's what's hard. Is I knew in my heart I chose to do that and it was wrong. But he also understands that we all make mistakes. All of us. Every day. Make mistakes. And so it doesn't mean you purposely go around making mistakes, but you just try to be better than you were yesterday. And that will be easy for me to be better than I was yesterday. That's an easy thing to accomplish. But I say that, we'll see. But so that's my continuation, is to, obviously don't give up and don't beat yourself up. And you can do it. I hope the sun will come out today because I need it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks. Thank you so much for watching or listening to my podcast. You can find more podcast or videos at perfectlypattytalks.com, or you can search me up on Facebook or Instagram at Perfectly Patty. Thanks again.